So this video is going to be for my single men out there that are trying to talk to new girls to eventually get a girlfriend. You are going to hear a lot about modern dating, saying that modern dating is getting harder. There's going to be movements on both sides, like the red pill community and then feminist movement, that kind of make arguments against each gender. No matter what it is that you're watching, what kind of content you're consuming, I'm going to tell you from firsthand experience, someone that doesn't really believe in either one of these. Dating for me has always been the same throughout my entire life. There are three main reasons why most women will reject men. Regardless of what each one of these communities say, there's really three reasons. And I'm going to go through each one of them. Watch throughout the whole video, that way you can understand, when you're constantly going out talking to girls and getting rejected, which will happen like 99% of the time, by the way, okay? Dating is a numbers game. Dating itself is not getting harder when you understand that it's simply just going to take you approaching enough women before the odds of getting a girlfriend eventually play out in your favor. I think I said this on my Instagram story the other day, and it's really empowering. But someone like me, a man who gets what they want in life, knows that they have to circulate and meet enough people, in this case women, for the outcome to eventually play out in their favor. So this is why I say, if you want to get a girlfriend, you're just going to have to get better at going up and approaching more women. I would not rely on dating apps. I would get really good at learning social skills and approaching women in person. I've had two girls in the past, I think 2 weeks now, tell me that, and I'm in a wheelchair, bro. Two girls have told me, you are the first guy that has ever approached me in person. But this is why I say, bro, in person, when you go and approach a girl, your competition is like fucking zero, dog. Because most men won't do that. Because a lot of men, if they watch the red pill community, they're like, well, you should never go up and approach a girl in the first place. And I think the red pill community is a bunch of men that are not willing to take accountability for their behavior, and they're not ready to work on their skill set and just getting better when it comes to understanding and learning about women. Women are not evil. Women are not some of them, men and women, can both be evil and malicious. But from my experience, I love women, dog. I've never really had a bad experience with the woman. I've dated some crazy ex-girlfriends. Women in general, they're really not bad people once you understand the differences on how the different sexes think. So let's go through this. Number one is that she doesn't like you. And this is going to be probably the most common one. Mother Nature handles attraction. So while you look at this girl, men are more visual. So we might look at a girl and be like, wow, yeah, she's really hot. She might look at you and not think that. Why? Genetically, we are already encoded in the type of women that we're naturally going to find attractive. It doesn't matter their skin tone or their ethnicity. She could be white, black, Hispanic, Asian, American, Canadian. It doesn't matter. If you look at a girl, you're either going to be attracted to her or you're not. And the same thing applies to women. If you look at her and you like her, and she looks at you and she likes you, well, guess what? That's a match right there. But you're never going to meet those girls unless you go up and approach them. And I say this in person because online, those pictures could be old. You never know what the person looks like now. So that's the first one. She's not going to like you. Most women, most of them, because there's so many different women in the world, most of them just will not like you. And when you understand that, that's going to make approaching a little easier because well, okay, I'm going to approach this girl. She might agree to hang out, but she might give me her phone number and then I'll text her and she'll just ignore me and I got to go and meet another girl. That's usually what happens. Two numbers recently, I've talked to these girls and they were agreed to hang out. I texted them, I was like, hey, you seem like a fun girl. Both of them have said, yeah, you seem like a fun guy too. And then when I asked them to hang out, guess what? I've got ghosted. Got told this from my server last night. Well, I don't want to reject a guy in person because I don't want to be mean. So women are conditioned to ignore you over the phone because they just don't want to hurt your feelings up front. So you got to understand that. No, number two, she's got a boyfriend. You might talk to a girl and when you ask her out, she might say, oh, I have a boyfriend. She might have a boyfriend or she might not. And that's just a way of rejecting you in person. You're never really going to know, but there are obvious signs that a girl has a boyfriend. So if you're talking to a girl on social media, you could just go to her Facebook and see if she's in a relationship or not. And even if it does, if you don't have her on Facebook, Instagram, like you could just look at her Instagram profile pictures. She will likely have a picture of that guy she's dating, kissing him or next to him somewhere along, like somewhere in her profile. If it's from like a year or two ago, if it's still up, I would assume that she's still in that relationship. But there are girls that will like leave pictures up from years ago just for like the memories. Okay, like I'm sure on my Facebook I might have pictures of my exes and I from like high school. I'm sure I can go back and look at them, and I haven't talked to them since high school. A lot of girls, they will have boyfriends. You're never really gonna know. So if you ask her out, I mean, you're never, if it's a new girl you've never met and you don't know anything about her, and you're talking to her and she's talking to you and it seems like the conversation's going well, there are a lot of girls that you will really get along with. Like there are a lot of girls that could be like your soulmate, for lack of better words, that you get along with so fucking well that you would love to go on a date with. These are like the unicorns. A lot of these girls, unfortunately, while you two are very compatible, they might already be in a relationship with somebody else, therefore having a boyfriend. That has happened to me quite a bit recently, and it's unfortunate, but you got to go and meet more girls, man. And then the last one is they're not going to be available for whatever reason. If a girl, I don't know how to explain this, like she's not going to be available, meaning she might come up with some excuse like, oh, I'm getting ready to travel in like the next month, or I just broke up with an ex, but him and I have been talking again pretty recently, and I think I might want to take things from there. Or like there's really no way to explain how they're not going to be available, because women are very good at coming up with excuses. So if she gives you the phone number and she seems like she likes you and she agreed to go on a date with you, well, in that moment her interest in you might have been high enough to give you the phone number, even if she was planning on like rejecting you later down the road. Because a girl can absolutely feel good in that moment, and she's like, yeah, I would love to hang out with you. Here's my phone number. A girl will do that. And then if you try to plan a date with her later that day or like the next day, well, women act based on how they feel. So she might have felt good in the moment, but then like 6 hours later, when you try to plan something with her, then she could be feeling completely differently. And then at that point in time, if you try to make plans with her, she might just be like, yeah, you know what? I don't really want to anymore. I've decided that I don't really like this guy enough to want to go on a date with him. So that would be she's just not available for whatever reason. And if you've dated emotionally unavailable women like I have, whenever you go to set up a date with them, if you don't talk to them for like 2 months online first, which you should never do, you should never talk to a girl just to talk to them. There's another girl right now that I started messaging pretty recently, or like the past maybe, we've been back and forth like 7-8 times now, and I just asked her out. So we will see what she says. But if she's emotionally unavailable, if she's an avoidant, which is where I'm going with that, when you go to make plans with her, she's gonna find an excuse every single time. Now, if it's someone that she doesn't have a bond with you yet, this could be the opposite. Like I dated an avoidant girl, and making plans with her was great, and the first like 6 months was total fucking bliss with this woman. And then after that 6-month mark, when I moved in with her, that's when the relationship just fucking, oh my God, it went downhill from there. Amazing woman, terrible relationship. That's going to be the 3 reasons why most women will reject you. They're not going to like you, they're going to have a boyfriend, and they're not going to be available. When you go and approach new girls, you have to understand, you're going to get rejected or ghosted or ignored, or it's not going to work out by like 99% of them. But whatever you do, do not follow the red pill community and just give up on cold approaching women. I've got videos on my channel that talk about like, yeah, bro, it's gonna suck constantly getting rejected. I've got ghosted by 2 girls this weekend, and they were both super hot blondes. And I'm like, fuck, I really wanted the amazing body on both these girls, but that's just what happens. And then I've been on a date with 2 girls in the past week. You have to keep meeting new women. Most of them won't like you, but we're filtering out the girls that don't like you, and we're only wanting to spend time and money on the girls that do like you. That's the whole point of why I film videos like this, to help guys understand that, dude, dating's not harder. It's not impossible. It is doable. You just got to keep putting in the work in, just like anything else in life. So if you guys like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And listen, if you're a guy right now that needs help in anything in life, schedule a one-on-one coaching call with me. Link in the description down below, and then we'll talk about whatever problems you have going on, and then we'll fix that for you. And if you like this video, guys, please I already said like, comment, subscribe. Hey, check out this video right here, man. If you like this video, you're going to like that one as well. Guys, I'll see you in the next one.